Hey boys, girls, Bad Wobble here. I just thought I'd give you guys a face to the name. I talked to a few people on Facebook and Google, so yeah, I just thought you might like to know who you're talking to. This is my first on-camera video, which is a little bit strange. I'm pretty shy. Thought I'd show you me and have a quick talk about me Gmade Sawback, which is been an absolutely brilliant little truck. I recently added some light buckets to the front. No LEDs as yet. I've yet to buy any, but I'm not too fussed on that. Still got to add the rear light buckets. I'll get there. I run a 3-cell Lipo in it, a 5000 milliamp pack, which is quite heavy, so it's pretty heavy in the back. So I've got the 2 springs with cable ties on them to stiffen it up a little. I don't quite need 3 springs, I don't think. It's still got plenty of movement in the back. It's soft enough, bit of flex. In the front I've just left 2 with no cable ties. It sits pretty well how it is, and it's got good movement, flex and such, and all that. I've lost a few accessories on the way. I was ploughing around. I tend to like the full throttle position, even in such a slow Jeep. And it bounces around a bit, as you'd imagine, on the trails. My driver's been enjoying his ride, obviously. He hasn't left the seat since I put him in there. Lost his head in a few rollovers, but he's still got the old wobble going and works perfectly. He was a 1/6 scale driver. Sorry, 1/6 scale G.I. Joe. I cut him down. I shortened his arms and used a backpack, a G.I. Joe backpack for his torso. Thanks, Craigo. Yeah, I carved that out and whacked a servo in his chest. So he's bionic, I suppose. Added the steering servo directly to the steering wheel. Another micro servo under the dash here. Been a terrific little truck. I can't fault it. The Holmes hobby gear is just brilliant. I run Tekin in another Tekin FXR actually in another truck of mine, which you can see behind me here. And that's unreal. It's got great drag brake. It hasn't given me any issues, but I've got to say this Holmes hobby stuff is absolutely brilliant. I can feel the difference. I've set it up with the Castle Link and everything, and it's, I don't know, it's just so smooth. I can crawl at the slowest speed, and yeah, it doesn't break a sweat. It's just warm regardless of how I drive it. It's just warm. It is 6-cell capable, so I'm sure it'd get some heat in it with a 6-cell, but geez, I don't think you need it. Not in a vehicle like this anyway. This thing will pull just about anything you put behind it, you know, within reason, of course. I'm real happy with the leaf springs. I think I said that, didn't I? But yeah, you can't go wrong for a kit at this price. A few people have said they feel cheap, but geez, they don't. They don't. They feel actually quite good. And if you felt this one, it's as heavy as, and it's probably too heavy for, you know, what I want. Mostly the weight's in the back, but I'll look at putting maybe a 2-cell pack up the front, something a little bit smaller, so I can yeah, get that pulling in the front wheels rather than pushing in the back. It's been yeah, it's been a really good truck. I recommend it to anyone. I've basically finished. I've just got to, I'm waiting on a mate, Richo, Papa Smurf. He's organising a 3D printed fuel tank, gas tank, for the Americans and Canadians out there. He's organising that for me, so it should be pretty much to scale with this body. I've given him the measurements, so other than that, and painting on some matte white stars on the rear quarters and the bonnet here, other than that, it's basically a finished rig. There's not much more I can say about it other than, yeah, I think I've said it a few times, I'm just so stoked with this truck. Me poor F250 that I built is hardly getting a look in these days. This thing just, I don't know, just seems to be more fun. It's slightly faster than the F truck. They both run 45 turn motors, but when I get my son off his bum, he comes out and drives the F truck with me, so that makes it a bit more interesting. So yeah, that's about it for the Sawback. I really recommend it for anyone out there. Don't hesitate, simply don't hesitate. It's a very, very easy kit to build. The instructions are simple enough, like what do you expect, you know. You got a bit of nous, you just work things out. Not real keen on the way the bead locks hold the tyres. They don't actually hold really well at all. You can quite easily just pop them out, but they pop back in. Wouldn't use them in water, that's for sure. The foams are quite tragic in there. They're just a strip of foam they give you to put in there, so you know, even if you put better foams in, they'd be a better setup. The tyres, for what I use it for, seem okay. A lot of the boys out there don't like them, but it's generally the case with stock tyres on any rig that you buy. It's yeah, it's good. Alright, that's about it now, for now. Don't expect to see me too often on the tube. I don't think you want to see my head as a regular thing. But yeah, to all my friends out there, how you going? Big shout out for Large Scale Down Under. Check it out, it's a great forum, great guys. I know a lot of them personally. We, you know, get together occasionally and have our bashes. I'm sure you've seen the videos I post. A few of the boys have recently joined a Geelong off-road RC club where they race 1/5 scale, which I am into basically, and got into these smaller scale ones basically to fill in time between our bashes, and they're sort of got to me a bit. I find myself not mucking around with these more than my 5th scale Baja, but yeah, it's a trap, these small ones, especially once you start building them. You know, you just go with the flow. It's as soon as I finish this, I'm thinking about what can I do next. There's so many options out there. I was thinking about a different body and swapping this one around, you know, on off sort of deal. But nah, I'm going to leave this as it is and build something else. I don't know what, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Of course, it'll be something scale, more scale than this, no doubt. But I worked with what I had, and it's come up pretty good, I think. So yeah, alright, that's about it for now. I'm just wondering if I need to say anything more. Probably not. Alright, I'm out of here. Wobble.